stream. So what happened is I was actually streaming on under a wrong title because I already prepared my UFO stream for tomorrow instead of just preparing the one that I was actually doing to do today. So sorry for that. We are back to OpenSuspect, and for those who watch this non-live but as a VOD, let me tell you what I'm doing. So where is my... So we are going to work on re-implementing the lobby map, which is one thing that is missing for the alpha milestone, one of the last things. And lobby map should look like a train, so we are working on the train here. I already made modifications in the last 16 minutes, which whatever, did not do much, but things not working. So we got to this point and everything broke. And what broke is that... Oh, I cannot stop it here. I need to stop running the program. Okay, so what broke actually is this load object. So there was a wrong path name given here. So I was trying to look for the tree, which, yeah, export string. So this is moving background generator.gd, which is okay, so here it is. I could have just found it. Okay, so this is a code. This is code not written by me. This is code written by someone called J-Ngo, I guess, on GitHub, written for the previous version of OpenSuspect. So I just copied it. So I will... You have to forgive the walrus operators here, which I am not sure what their exact thing is in Godot. Why? Anyways, why not just equal signs? But this is the asset that is not correctly sourced here because the path is not what it is. The path should be... So I guess we put everything here. Yes, so I guess a tree, this is a tree.tscn, so tree.tscn should be here in this directory somewhere, tree.tscn, and it is let's copy this full path, put it in here. Game maps lobby tree.tscn. So if I run this now, create a new game, still broken somewhere. So sprite non-existent function pick random in base none. Oh, because it expects something to happen. Pick a random thing from the textures. What is textures? So textures encoded object as ID. It's an encoded object as ID. Isn't it supposed to be... Is it how you define an array of textures in Godot? Why didn't I know this? What I'm wondering is whether now that I am streaming on the correct title, is this the link I actually shared with people? Yes, so this is the link I actually shared with people. So anyways, is this... Yeah, looks good now. Alright, thank you. So do we have a helpers? Yeah, we have a helpers, but these helpers do not contain a pick random function, which fair enough. Let's steal that from our previous implementation, I guess. Because I have not cloned our previous implementation. What I'm going to do is just download it from GitHub. So we have OpenSuspect Legacy. And here we should find source and assets. I guess, yeah, directory structure here was a little weird. And what I need is autoload and the helpers. And we need the pick random function here. Why is there a randomize there? That's, I guess I can just remove that. Random index equals integer. Random index. Okay, so this is just basically picks a random item from an array. Let's see, so developing via debugging. So there is still something breaking. Attempt to call function instance in null instance, so object to spawn. What is this file? Object to spawn is null. That is very interesting. Object to spawn is packed scene. Object to spawn is asset maps lobby / hill. Okay, so there is. Oh, this is an export variable, which means. Okay, which means exactly what? Which means that here we have the moving background and we have tree generators. Okay, so these are all just background generators, but with a different path for object to spawn. Oh, right. So this is what we have to correct here. So there is the tree generator, and that will have to have this path here for the trees, and for the hills we have to. What is that? Hill.tscn. Yeah, just basically this one is the prefix for mountain.tscn for the mountain generator, and cloud.tscn for the cloud generator. Alright, will there be more problem points here? Besides everything being super tiny. Someone make a screenshot of this. Alright. Attempt to call function getChildren base null instance on a null instance. Yeah, so the custom camera. What is players exactly? Why sort get truth get node main. Okay, this is not how we are accessing the players. I am sorry, but this have to. Okay, before I close this, let's take another look at this beauty here. The sizes are all off by a factor of, I don't know, 4 or 5. So funny. Okay, let's get back to business here. So this is not how we get the main player to track. So custom camera will have to track player. Okay, so well, this is, we have a very specific thing for that, and that is in a characters autoload, which arguably might not have been a best choice to make this an autoload. So whatever. This is not alpha material. Maybe in the beta I will do some refactoring, removing the characters and the items autoload and putting them just in the main. Like they don't have to be loaded when we are in the main menu. But anyways, this is how it is right now. So we have a get my character node function, which will return the character node. And the thing is, this is going to be how we get player. So player equals, and I know var player. This is going to be what is the player? It's a not physics object, not object. What is it called? Kinematic body 2D. That's what it's called. Is what player is, and we don't need this here. What we need is actually what we need is if it is if connections is dedicated server return. So dedicated server does not have a player, and this is okay. So this is just going to track the player most probably, but currently we are not tracked. So currently everyone, like when you create a game and you join the game, you can see we can walk around and we bump into like objects. So I cannot move through walls. So this is very, very cute. An adult got on the baby train or something. But everything seems to be working. So you can see the trees, the clouds, everything, what is it, hills moving in the background. Very good. But every player has or not every player, like, okay, so you have your player attached to a camera, and the camera always follows the player. And what we want to do here, or what was the original intention, and I kind of don't mind, so we can keep it that way, is that in the lobby, because the lobby should be like exactly one screen size, at least for the height, maybe a little, there is some wiggle room in the two sides, as you can see the dimensions here. What am I trying to say? So instead of using that camera that is attached to the player, we should be using another camera. So of course when we start the game and get into the real thing here, which is this is our real map, of course, now, then I don't know, we don't need that because these maps will be very big, so we will just always follow our main player, and we can do things with that. But in the lobby we should, like, the corners should be getting to the corners and things like that. I think I've been talking very long about this very simple problem we're trying to solve here, and how this was, oh my, so many things open here. So how this was solved originally, if we take a look at nice sprites for the train scene and a tiny door for the mice. Yeah. No, it is really nice work. It was unfortunately the person who drew this is not with the project anymore, which is very sad because I definitely cannot draw in this style for the other maps. Well, we'll see. So there is this disable player light function, which I don't even know if this is what it should do it, but I need to think about this a little bit, because first of all, when we load a new map and we spawn the characters and load a new map, character reset the character resource and add character resource. What does this add character function do? Okay, so it will create a new kinematic body 2D, which is good. So that means that we create a new character node. Oh no, no, it does not create a new character node. Or does it? Oh no, it doesn't work. It's not gonna work this way, because we actually don't remove the character nodes, create character. When is the create character node function called on the, what is it, character resource? Because when this is called, so the reason I am considering this is because if we close here this and go to the character, we have the character.tscn. So the character himself, or character themselves is a singular, themselves, still themselves, I don't know, I don't speak English. So camera, there is a character camera here, and this character camera is turned on for the main player and turned off for everyone else. And if I do not create a new sprite, new character, just you know, remove it from the old map and just put them on the new map, then I have to reactivate the camera. That of course is something that we can just do in the main, like the game.tscn, which has the characters here attached here. So that's definitely an interesting question. So let's take a look at the code, of course. Assign values type resource character resource does not match variables type character resource. Why are you crazy? Character resource matches character resource. That's just stupid. Anyways, Godot editor being stupid with what is it called? Type checking is nothing new, unfortunately. What am I looking at here? So what I need to look at is not this. I need to look at the load map. Spawn. So here we like, well, so we gather all the spawn positions and then spawn the characters on the spawn positions. And what else? Character resource reset. So the character resources, they are of course not removed because they contain the players who are logged, the characters for the players who are logged in, and they stay the same during or between matches, and then we just reset. So when we reset the character resource, oh no, how does it work? Character resource function reset. In that case, oh, here it creates the character. Okay, so this creates the new character node. So I don't have to worry about the camera to be turned back on because just the current character node will be removed anyways, and the new one will be created, which will have the default state. And I guess I will activate the camera for the current player's character somewhere, which is your guess is as good as mine, I guess, for this. Where is the, maybe when it's spawned character.g ready? No, kill disconnected, so get task attach ability, clear ability. Well, I have no idea. I don't remember when we actually activate the camera on the current player, but we will see, I guess, during the debugging phase. What I want to do here is just, this is a lot of file scripts here I don't care about, so let's just close everything here, close all, and of course we need to get the lobby. Which is the map template currently. So we of course don't, this is something it should have its own script instance now it's going to be extended from the map template, but it will be its own thing. So now we have the lobby.gd, which oh no. Oh no, it already existed. Damn. Oh, how can I undo this? Control Z. No, I cannot. No, because I did not rename that file. Anyways, what we need to do is basically just have to extend not YSort, but extends src, no src, what, res colon / game / maps / map underscore template.gd. Okay. This, of course, this disable player light, it is, we do not have that yet. Team roles resource dot init. That's fine. So what we need to do is call the dot underscore ready from here. And we will turn on the, what was that? Custom camera. So custom camera is track play. Okay, so there is not much here. Set zoom vector to 1x zoom factor. Okay, so this camera has a special zoom here for some reason, which is fine. No, so what I need to do is lobby when it's ready. What we need to do is I don't need this one, this is stupid. I am sorry, I'm saying the word stupid too much, and it's not warranted. So, anyways, the thing is, I am copying code from somewhere else and have to accommodate it to the new environment. So what worked in the previous version will not work here, so I have to change it. That's what we're talking about. And what we need to get is the custom camera, which I will name lobby camera. And that is a camera 2D. And it is going to be called custom camera. And when we are ready, then we can lobby camera dot set. How do I activate? How do I activate a camera? Okay, let's take a look at the documentation instead of randomly clicking around. So custom viewport current set current setter is current getter. If true, the camera is the active camera. Only one camera can be current, so setting a different camera current will disable this one. Yes, so just back to the script. Current equals true. Let's see. And thank you. I see 2 people already liked the stream, so thank you for liking the stream. Okay, so something's broke, of course. Non-existent function init and base nil. Teams roles resource null. Vote resource null. Task nodes. Okay. So I guess I made a mistake here when changing a few things around. Because the lobby map has to have a Teams roles resource, which is somewhere here. Do we have like a specific Teams roles resource for the lobby? Maybe I can just take a look at git status here and git diff game maps lobby.tscn and see what have been removed here. Everything, a lot of things have been added. That's okay, so something has been removed. Polygon 2D, yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Vectors. Object spawn path, no. I do not see node polygon 2D removed. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, then I have no idea. I don't remember honestly what was that. So this maybe this was just the general Teams roles template resource that can be put here, because I know for the chemistry lab we have a specific chem lab related Teams roles thing, but in the lobby I guess there is no. Yeah. Okay, so let's start again. And let's see if... Okay, so things do not break. But how do I check which camera is active? So I guess I could go to the remote nodes here and check whether custom camera is current. No, it is not current, so that is interesting. Maybe because something takes away the focus from the custom camera. Maybe something takes away the custom camera's focus after the map is loaded, which is probably the player. The player takes away the custom camera or the active status from the custom camera, I guess. So maybe this is not working this way. Hmm. Interesting. So this is too late because... So that's what I should just check whatever else has dot current equals true. So of course entity has a camera dot current equals true. And entity can be, the entity is the base class for all the things that can move around the maps, including the player's characters. So this entity.gd turns on the camera later, I guess. That's the conclusion I need to take here, is that we have character, where is entity? I will have to I'll have to find entity. Where is entity? Yeah, I guess game/entity. There, it's written right over there. Okay. What? Just hide game entity. If main character camera equals camera.current equals true. So that means that because yeah, this is after the map is loaded is when this character is loaded. So because just as I said, so what is happening here, I don't have that open anymore, but in the game.tscn, so we in the game, when the game loads the map, then all the and we reset the character resources. This is when the new I guess this is when the new characters, the representation of the character scenes are created again, and when we spawn all characters, which is spawn character here, character.spawn, we put them on the map. Is this a spawn character? How does this character.spawn? I don't even know. Okay, I don't even know why is this loaded later than the map. I think because what I am currently thinking about is when do we actually have so because if I have to go to this scene tree, for example, so if we have the map loaded, for example, so lobby, the lobby is going, so first of all everything that's on the map have to be ready before lobby will be ready. But probably because the characters are actually put on this character node here, not on the map node, the map can be ready before the characters get ready here. So that makes some sense. But now I just... what method do I use to activate that camera, or do I just ignore this? Well, obviously what I could do is on the custom camera I can just always every friggin' always, if not ready, if not current, which is supposed to be, then current equals true. So I guess this is an obvious and very silly solution, because this will, I will just put a to do here. This is an obviously silly solution, but couldn't come up with anything better at the moment. The player's ready function takes over the camera around the time the characters spawn. I mean, I am not against doing silly things in my code, but I prefer to comment to leave comments there, so in the future I will know why I did this very weird thing here. And now back to the game. Okay, so now you can see, because the camera has a zoom level now we are actually zoomed into the camera, and you can see what this is. What I'm talking about is that you cannot like move outside from this this door. This is the little door for the mice, as P4 put it. Very good, very nice, very cute, but this is not how it's supposed to work. So the custom camera has currently a zoom factor of 0.5. I guess that's really a lot. So what we should do, I guess what we should do is actually just commit all these changes we made, because I mean we made a lot of changes and things seem to work. So even if I don't commit, I will just git add everything. Yeah, okay, so I'm not gonna commit yet because we are not there yet. But I added all the changes to Git, so if anything breaks, we can always just restore and get back to this point. So let's get screwing around with the sprites. So what we need to do is we definitely need to size everything up. What is this big S? Well, it's not an S, but it's purple rectangle over here. But yeah, let's close this. So actually I could just remove maps, lobby, and let's just remove the lobby to, or lobby copy. I don't know what, something, I pressed something on my mouse accidentally and I get lost. Lobby copy, delete. Remove the selected file from the project. Depending on your file system configuration, this might move to the system trash. Remove. We don't need two things there. Yeah, it's deleted. Fine enough. Okay. Now back to the main issue here. Things being small. I guess that rectangle is the camera. I guess, because, okay, so smoothing, zoom factor. So if I set the zoom factor to 0.5, does anything change here? No. So what I need to do, because, oh wait, sunlight. Why do you have this light 2D at all? I'm not sure what the purpose of this, so let's just delete the node and let's see what happens now. Nothing, so I guess there was no purpose of that node. So the light sources will have purpose in the game for masking players in the distance and players behind objects, but on here we are not having any of that. So stop this very small train. Okay. And I would guess that there must be some texture for that light source which we threw away, but it's not here, so I guess I have no idea. So I need to size everything up, and I could technically just say transform and scale everything to like 3 times bigger. But I don't really like this solution, even though it will work. See, it works. It definitely works. You can see, except for the trees and the things that it got that are still small. So I guess, yeah, we need. This door is still too small. But I guess that's the problem with the door, because everything else seems to be kind of the correct size, maybe? I'm not sure. No, maybe even too big. Things are even too big now, so I don't know. This door is very small, and this definitely does not look like a train door. But scaling 2 times looks like something acceptable. And maybe we should custom camera. For the custom cameras things here, we could just go back to zoom 1. Zoom level 1 for the time being. Yeah, you can see that the trees and everything else is still very small. Huh. So we have to size up everything about a factor of 2. Maybe more like 2.5, because scaling up looked like an improvement. The background may need different level scaling or be shifted upward. Yeah, because these are generated dynamically. And the dynamic generation does not seem to care about the scale. Let's see, I'm going to say, let's make it 2.5 maybe. If we size everything 2.5, how will that look? Yeah, I guess 2.5 is the correct size. Yeah, we have a very small what is this called? Bumping area. Not bumping. What is it called? Collision. We have very small collision areas, so we can move into the walls. But in any case, this looks kind of alright, I guess. Size-wise. But the thing is that now, is this how I want to solve this issue? Because now everything here, so all the elements, and I guess we can close the walls, I don't care about the walls, the props, booth, everything is, oh, everything is scaled down to 0.075 on this level. Tree generator. Well, I mean, it would generate the trees, so I guess what we need to do is actually go into this hill.tscn, and we will, this is where we will need to scale up the things it is generating. So that is acceptable, I think. Okay, so, but I don't want to just scale up everything 2.5 after everything is scaled down first. So what I'm hoping to be able to do, and I'm not sure it is possible to do in Godot, to just apply some kind of, yeah, there is no such thing as just resize everything again. Because this one, sky rectangle, it does not even have it just have margins and growth directions. This is a very difficult choice to make here. Because if I just size this up 2.5, that's a very easy solution. So maybe I shouldn't focus too much on other things, just accept the easy solution. Which is something I'm not happy about. But these walls, man, the Y sort, they have a what is the transform here? Transform, this is one. Because the more these scaling things have, more you see, this is already like the sprites are scaled down, which is, I guess, scaling down sprites is fine because they are like bitmaps loaded in, so you export it to some size as a PNG file and you need to import it maybe a tad bit smaller, so you reduce the size, scale it down. Window wall wide inside. So you can see like these sprites, these are like, if I scale it up 2.5, which I decided 2.5 is going to be the correct scaling. And so I'm going to change all these, hill and cloud. It's already 5x up. 2.5 times 5. 2.5 times 5 is sounds like 12.5 to me. Alright, so this is the cloud. What else do we have outside? We have trees and mountains. Mountain and tree. Okay, so hill, I can close this. I changed save and close. Cloud, I changed the size, so save and close. Mountain, transforms 1, okay, so that's good. Transform 5, so 5 times 5 is, no, 25, and we don't need half of that to reach that, and this is going to be minus 100 and what? Almost. Nah. Minus 1,875, I guess. Save and close, and then tree. Why is tree so small and tiny? Okay, so I will just make it triple, so let's make it 4, 5. Maybe the trees will be a little bigger. And now if I did everything right, so currently lobby, everything will be 2.5x up, just to check for the ratios here. And I already have, okay, so now that part is fine, but the trees are really huge. And for some reason they don't go through the whole thing. trees are huge. Let's make the trees a bit smaller, I guess. I get 0.3 and minus 110. Yeah, and so I guess these are things we can fine tune. I just don't understand why don't they, like the size of this, but why don't they go through the whole thing? So what is generating? These are the moving background generators. What do they do? Thank you for 7 likes on this video. This is very, very good. If you're watching and enjoy what you see, don't forget to leave a like. And don't forget to chat in the chat. I try to respond to every message I get. So, physics process. So I guess we need to scroll target equals vector2.left times 1000. It could be when you scaled up the range of the animated background. Yeah, but why? Is this the minimum distance that object will spawn away from the camera? Maximum distance object will spawn away from the camera. Minimum time between the object spawns. Maximum time between object spawns. So I'm looking for initial spawn position, min, initial spawn position, max, background distance. This distance the object is away from the camera. Well, what destroys the objects? So I don't really see what. This is the pool manager that destroys the objects. Do these objects have any? It's a poolable object. Pick random texture. An array of textures to choose from and set the sprite to. Well, I'm not sure. Background object. It's quite a complex system that have been implemented here, so for generating these. Alright. Why? Oh, sorry for bumping into a microphone. Moving background generator. Oh, count despawn threshold. Maximum distance between the scroll target and the spawned object before the object is recycled. Maximum distance between the scroll target minus instance dot global position dot length despawn threshold. So if I increase it to like 15, will that do anything for me? Not really. Something is offset a lot, and what I need to do, let's set the custom camera zoom factor to 2. So maybe I can have a better view of what's going on. Everything is disappearing around, not even in the middle, because the middle is here. It's earlier than the middle, so I guess for some reason something have not been properly scaled up here, and that is so I'm not really understanding of this despawn threshold. Scroll target and global position. So what is the scroll target here? Maybe scroll target is vector to. Oh, so this is also an export variable. Damn. on moving background generator. So this one, oh no. What? Initial spawn position max, initial spawn position minimum, number of initial spawns, initial spawn delay max, distance min, distance max. A lot of these variables here. Full size 25. Scroll target. Background path, background distance. Is this the distance? Background distance. What is background distance doing? Distance that the background is away from the camera. For object in all spawn object, that just goes through all the objects that are spawned here. Then finds the index of the object. Instance gets the instance, checks the global position, move toward. Oh yeah, move. Yeah, okay, this is going to just move it, but then we get the scroll target minus instance.global position dot length. Okay, so there's a scroll target which we are scrolling towards, I guess, and we check what the distance is from there. But what is a scroll target? So scroll target, is this also an export variable here? Yes, it is. Vector2.left times 1000. Initial spawn position minimum, initial spawn position max. So what if I change this to 1000, for example, to a positive number? What will that do? Okay, so now the trees are moving in the opposite direction. That is something. So maybe we need is minus 2000 here, or minus 2004, minus 2500, because we are changing everything. Like expanding everything. Yep, this was the trick. All right. Are the trees and also the mountains going to go that far? Maybe the speed will also have to be increased now that maybe we don't need this many hills. Anyways, these are things we can worry about later. Now at least we know how things work, and maybe I will not forget until the next stream. So now let's get back to the correct way of changing the size of this train, which is, I think the scene has to be just a normal size. So the sky rectangle will just have to be big. I mean, what is this actually? It's a color rectangle. Rectangle position. I mean, this is something we can actually, if I just change it here, not a big problem. Moving background, this doesn't matter. Custom camera does not matter. Ground, it's a tile map. So and it is scaled down to 0.2. So let's scale it up to 0.5, shall we? Now what happened? Why did you disappear? Oh, it did not disappear. It disappeared, but it's tile map you have to draw, I guess. Oh, because it went over there. Oh no. Why did it go over there? Don't need to perfect it too much. The view angle of the scene does not imply much. Should be seen through the small windows anyways. Yeah, that's true. So that's why let's leave that thing alone. Let's just figure out how the heck carpeting and hardwood. Okay, so this is position. So this is very weirdly done. I mean, it probably has its logic, but it's a logic that goes over my head. So let's just put it 0, 0 where? Why is it over here? Cell size, that's fine. Custom transform 64, 64. Okay. Collisions, no collisions. Navigation, occluder, transform, Z index. These are all fine. I just don't understand. So if I go back to 0.2, where does it go? Yeah, it doesn't go where it was. Okay, when I increased it to... Oh, no. So increase it to 0.5. Okay, and you probably do not see anything on it on the stream. But when it increased by x by 0.5, the whole thing went here. And when I increased it to 0.5, the whole thing went down there. And excuse me for not showing this properly. But this is very strange. But it doesn't really matter that much, I guess. Once I change it to 0.5, it goes down to the very far away. What I don't understand here, what is this minus, what are these minus numbers? And where the heck size? So I guess this is like the... Okay, so this is where it starts. Is it? So if I... What is the custom transform? Custom transform 2D to be applied to tile map cells. Half offset disabled. Tile origin top left. Tile origin center. If I set... What game engine are you using? Please write. Well, I use the Godot engine. This is the Godot engine. And I am confused about how tiling is supposed to work now. Oh no, navigation, that's occluder. Because this transform, this means nothing here. As far as I can tell. So I can put this to 0. No, no, now actually happens. Now something actually happened. Something. Why is this? Okay. Yeah, I guess let's just. Can we just remove these tiles? Can we just remove all these tiles? We can work with do the tile map later again. In a way, that's a little less confusing for me. Oh, tile map. Okay. So I will remake these tile map later. In a way that's least, or at least less, a little bit less confusing than what I'm doing currently. And now I can like set the hardwood floor in the middle. Not there. Just here. And then worry about everything else later. I'm just doing this to remind myself that I have to finish this carpeting here later. Okay, so ground was already too much. So props. We have 1,000 booths here. And booths are scaled down to 0.075 already. What is the booth? So the booth itself contains a seat right and the seat left. Oh, and this is like scaled -1, but everything else is scaled 1. Seat is, what is a seat? Seat sprite 1, seat collision 1. Okay. That's straightforward. And table sprite and table collision. Everything is fine and dandy. So I guess booths don't contain their walls. What's up with the curtain? Oh, that's that curtain. Okay. Let's close everything else here. Curtain is a curtain sprite and a curtain collision. Both have the correct 1 transform, but these are all scaled down tremendously here. The walls contain, so this is a wall window wide, and these are all scaled down here. And in the lobby here, these are okay. So it's not even consistent with things. So these are scaled to 1 in the lobby, like in the scene here. But in the inside, these are scaled down to 0.2. And the other, like the curtain, the table, these have the sprites at 1 here and are scaled down when inserted to the scene. And the booths, at least the booths and the table and the curtain, these are doing things the same way and are scaled down when inserted to the scene. And on the grand scheme of things, it is not that big of an issue, but very, very confusing. Very, very confusing. Hmm. So, I guess I'm going to dedicate myself to the following. Everything should be scaled 1 in here, and these should be scaled down in the component scenes. Should they? Or should everything be like this? And no. Should everything be like this, that everything is 1? Like have this huge S curtain here and a very big table, like compared to the this is supposed to be the screen size. Very big booth. This is supposed to be the screen size. And just scale them down. I mean, both works, but then we should be consistent with this. And I really hope that there is no scaling on these. Yeah, okay, so I will go with the simple, what is easier for me now. Let's change this one to 1 and 1. Window to 1 and 1. Because in this case, I guess these are just, you made the PNG files. And this one will have to be like 5 times bigger now. But this of course does not work well. So instead this should be like rectangles. These are, let's not scale these at all. These will just have to be somewhere around here. So we can collide into the windows. Great, but now of course we have these huge S windows over here. What about the walls? Wall narrow. It is also scaled down, of course. Wall narrow inside. Oh, that is very painful. So I decided that changed my mind. I'm not gonna go with this. Maybe for the beta we can figure out something. For the alpha, we will git restore game slash maps slash lobby.tsc and git and so of course this will change the lobby back to what it was. I also will change git restore game slash maps slash lobby slash window wall white inside.tscn. And everything reload. So lobby, just make it 2.5 times bigger. And where are the generators? Now moving background. Scroll target will be -2 2500. Everything will be minus 2500. Yeah, we don't see much outside of the window. Clouds are really huge. Oh no, I broke something. I broke the camera for some reason. I broke the custom camera for some reason. How did I break it? Amount of zoom applied to the camera. Zoom factor. No, here I can change the zoom factor here. Custom camera. Zoom factor 0.35. Okay, so this is fine. Almost, but we need to zoom in just a bit. 0.75, let's see. Why don't we call... So the camera should stop moving when this corner, or this corner rather, enters. This bottom corner, when it reaches the screen's bottom corner, the camera should stop moving. Zoom is a little too much in any ways. We can go in which direction? It was 1, maybe 0.8 and what? 0.9. Why does that so big a difference? What? There's something overriding my zoom setting in the custom camera script. This is an export variable. It's an export variable of 2. Maybe a 1. If I change it here to a 1, save it, and you just go back to the lobby. Custom camera, zoom factor 1. Okay, so this is, I want this thing to be a little bigger. So I go 0.9. Run. And everything is huge. Why? Zoom factor. What is happening here? Camera dimensions vector 2. Set zoom vector 1. Zoom factor. So what is vector 1? Oh, is this like a unit vector? Set zoom. The camera's zoom relative to the viewport. Values larger than 1.1 zoom out, and smaller values zoom in. For example, vector 0.5, 0.5 for 2x zoom in, and vector 4x, 4, 4, 4. Okay, I don't really understand why. So let's go back to the remote here, the remote scene tree, and check out custom cameras. Zoom factor, which is somehow 0. Script variable zoom factor 1. Members zoom factor 0. Node 2D, node. Camera 2D. Zoom, why is it suddenly 0.5? What the heck is happening here? Let me put a, what is this? Breakpoint over here. So when we enter the game, what does the breakpoint tell me? It says vector.1. Set zoom, zoom factor is 0. Why? Why is zoom factor 0? Why are you 0? Remote. Custom camera, zoom factor 0. What the heck? Zoom factor, what happens to zoom factor? It is a floating point number. It's supposed to be a floating point number. Why is there so many conflicting things? Why are there so many conflicting things here? Set zoom to unit vector times zoom factor. But this zoom factor is absolutely useless. Change the camera's dimensions in case the window is resized. Limit global position X, limit min global position Y. Clamp. So this clamps this number. I have no idea what I am looking at here. Set zoom is definitely... Can I just change this to zoom equals vector 1 times the zoom factor? Let's see what happens. So now zoom factor is 0.9. That's fine. Step into, and now zoom equals, what is zoom? It's not gonna tell me. So let's go to the remote custom camera. Zoom factor 0.9, zoom 0.9. Okay, so this should, okay, so now finally zooming works as intended. I wish I knew what was the problem here. So we need 0.75 finally. Yeah, now it's good. Train is a little... okay, so we definitely can increase the zoom factor just a little bit, so we don't see this. So maybe 0.7 is gonna be enough, or do I have to go 6.5? Let's figure out. Yeah, I need to go 6.5 here. Alright, so I think this is good for the lobby, so let's test this by running multiple instances here and joining the game. And let's create one more, or join one more time. And let's most probably kill my computer with this. Oh! Everyone's here. And spawn points are quite close to each other, I guess. That's the problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, a lot of spawn points. Well, not that close, so I'm not really sure what the issue is with that. But let's try again. So let's not move. Let's just create the game and let's not. Okay. This is definitely not where I put my spawn point. Is it? This seems like nonsense to me, honestly. Because this is one of my spawn points. And when you are in the game, we have a spawn list. So what's up with the spawn list? Where do we collect the spawn list? Here. We need the spawn position node and get children on that. What is the spawn position node? We get it from the actual map under spawn positions, which is, of course, this thing here. But this is probably broken now that I upscaled everything. Oh no. Alright. Thank you, P4, and have a good weekend. So this spawn points, okay, so probably what happened here is that by increasing the size of everything here, by scaling this up, it actually screwed up the spawn points. That's my guess, at least. If I go back to like a 1, because if we run this like the normal size, original size rather, and the breakpoint we don't need it anymore, then you can see that these spawn points are quite close to each other. So let's join. See that these spawn points are very close to each other, and when I scaled up this thing, spawn points, they did not get scaled with that. But anyways, I am going to just commit this because I am getting tired. I will have to deal with this sometime in the future. I can't even decide that it's good enough for alpha version, because like who cares really? It works, it does what it needs to do, it looks fine, and if someone does not like it, we can, and I don't like it, so I definitely will change this later, but currently what we need is things to work, things to kinda work, and this kinda works. So things implemented properly. Well, even if it's not perfectly implemented, it's implemented reasonably, I guess. So let's close this so there is no unsaved changes for sure. So a lot of things have changed, so git add everything. Yep, and let's git commit -m train lobby works now. Kind of works, I guess. So let's commit this. Let's git push origin lobby train, and if you are interested in this, it's on my GitHub. This is my GitHub, OpenSus, and we have the lobby dash train. This branches 2 commits ahead of OpenSuspect main. Okay, so question is, should I make a pull request? There is like a tile map pull request already for the real map, which I will probably work on in the future. I mean, next maybe. I am seriously considering just making a pull request on this because the lobby works. The issue says re-implement the lobby map. Lobby map should be the moving train. The lobby map is the moving train, so I will make a pull request of this. Compare across forks, and we want nice micro, and we want lobby train. Yeah, a lot of things have changed. Let me just write something here. Do I have to go to the bottom to write something? What do I have to do now? Able to merge. Okay, that's fine, but I would like to start the pull request. Okay, let's try again. New pull request. Compare across forks. Nice micro. What did I miss here? Nice micro, lobby train. Able to merge. Where do I start? There's nothing in here. What is stopping me? Is it only possible to start a pull request from the OpenSuspect repository? Oh no, I'm not signed in. What? Why am I not signed into GitHub here? Alright, anyways, I will do this pull request after I signed in. It seems like GitHub signed me out. That's the problem. Anyways, problem is going to be solved. I did not realize I got signed out of my GitHub account here. Anyways, lobby map, consider it re-implemented. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed what you saw. You can subscribe for more content, and I will be back with a new video of the OpenSuspect Coding sometime in the future. No plan, no exact details on that, but I'll be back. And see you then, and until then, you can follow me on my social media, mostly Mastodon, which is fostodon.org, nice micro, and yeah, bye.